Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here's your daily technical analysis of stock index futures. I'll start with the FTSE futures in London. A second bullish white soldier yesterday and a follow-on to the previous session's bullish double. This theoretically leaves with a small double bottom formed over the last 3 weeks or so. It'll be interesting to see who have a continued follow-through higher from this action. Meanwhile, the market pierced the two 50% Fibonacci lines above, the recent one at 71.84 and the July 21 to 22 move, June 22 move at 7200. However, the market failed to close over either. Further up, we have the congestion area caused by the declining short-medium moving average, currently 72.90, the flatlining long moving average, currently 73.26, and a declining medium moving average, currently 73.34. All this threatens targets below for the big March to early June ascending triangle. Primary target X would be in the 66.58 area, with a secondary harder to get target X1 in the 63.80 area. There's also a double top formation, even eve type formed from March to June. This has a harder to get secondary target X3 in the 66.35 area. Finally, as if we did not have enough, this also begins to counter the monthly key reversal down, or in reality, an immediate countering monthly key reversal down that was made in June. So far today, a lower open for a subsequent small dip before the market has moved high and is again starting to test the 50% Fibonacci lines above, piercing one at the moment. This may further support the idea of a small double bottom formed over these past 3 weeks. It now very much depends on the close. If I have a strong one, then I will relay targets on the top side next time. German DAX futures. A second bullish white soldier yesterday and a small follow-on higher to the previous session's reactionary bullish above the stomach pattern and bullish double. All these moves has made, much as in the FTSE futures, the action over the last 3 weeks or so look like a possible small double bottom. It also starts to counter the idea of the last 3 or 4 weeks being a possible bear flag type action. Most definitely starts to also counter last month's monthly key reversal down. One pattern it does support is my question as to whether the February today action is a possible very large double bottom. Now so far today, a slightly lower open with a dip a little lower than yesterday, but also a move higher such that we right now were looking at a possible bullish double, but it's starting to move a little bit higher than that now. We still have a little fairly clear territory above until we meet the next lesser Fibonacci resistance at 13,115. US E-mini S&P futures. A reactionary bearish dark cloud cover pattern type move yesterday as the gapping higher open, initially acting as a follow-through high to the previous session's bullish white soldier on Friday, pushed the market higher and up to almost touching the overhead upper time, currently at 39.07 of the January to March bearish Andrews pitchfork. Having gotten up there and failed to test the upper time, prices then turned right back down again and finished up on the lesser Fibonacci line at 38.32. Below we have another lesser Fibonacci line at 38.02 and then the lower time, currently 37.89 of the old broken January to March bearish shift pitchfork. Now, I know that this pitchfork has been broken and the bearish Andrews pitchfork is the one that seems to be running the market, but please remember the tying crossovers of these back in mid-May and early June. Then perhaps you'll see why the echo of this broken pattern still resonates today. Now, I'd highlighted with red circles the earlier crossover of tines from these two pitchforks as periods where one could expect one or more of the following: volatility, a change in trend, or a reinforcement of an existing trend. For your information, next crossover, indeed the last crossover of these two patterns, should they not be usurped by some other patterns or actions in the meantime, would be on the 12th of August. There is one other pattern formed here over the last 3 weeks, inspired by the DAX, my view of the DAX and FTSE futures. It is a small possible double bottom type action, but is not being helped by the market's moves at this time. So far today, well, a slightly higher open, but a limited move higher, such that we are looking at a possible small bullish harami at this time. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives you essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyrights Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investors International Limited. And here comes the final bit.